taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 18 carries, 60 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
The drive starts with a completion, left side.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Winston on target to Olave for the Saints first. The Saints at 5-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards. They'll throw again. Winston. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 18 carries, 72 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
From the 36, Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Winston. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Winston now from the 50. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jameis to throw it. Olave over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second and 5 now. Winston over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and goal from the 3. Here's Winston. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top row. I like it. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Here's Brady to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On play action, now Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Now Brady again. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So here are the Saints to take over. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Winston. Olave holds it in. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw is Winston. And that is incomplete. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. New England's offense set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there. A big one for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Taken down by Pete Werner. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Brady. Open man right side, Myers. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the draw, it's Harris. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Brady now to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Winston. And his throw is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Winston now. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Jameis now on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On second and goal, Winston. And Winston lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. So a touchdown apiece, that's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Things starting to get interesting. We'll look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks to make a big difference going forward. Being off to the Saints, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Play action now, Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Duggar just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, third and long. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Kamara up the middle. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A first down throw for Winston. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses and can catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 3rd down, Winston. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
But it got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Myers. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 just shy of the 30. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 31, Winston. And this one's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board. Those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10, Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play fake. Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Jameis to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On play action, it's Brady. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Winston. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Throwing, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On play action, Winston. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Brady and the Patriots now down 13-7. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Brady. And this is caught by Parker. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Brady to throw. He's got Henry. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw is Brady. Pass complete to Harris, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route.
And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
One last shot now for Winston. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that,